Hymo doing data pack for Porsche GT3 IMSA and GT Sprint Series. Today I'm gonna show you a track guide for Indy 6 hour going up this weekend. So yeah, enjoy the lap and let's go. Okay, here we go on the straight. This is let's say this is a tricky circuit because you have long straight but also very technical corner where you need traction. So set up the car is not very easy, but we did our best. So if you want to use our setup, in the description of the video there is everything you need to join our group. Okay, so first corner, more or less the breaking point is for the basically the signal with 400. Of course, from the inside of the car is a bit different the point, but the breaking point is here, as you can see. This braking is very important because you need to bring a lot of speed, but also brake the car very good to not going too much wide here. Otherwise, you lose completely this corner a lot of time. So brake very hard for this corner. Basically, touch a little bit the curb, not going on, because otherwise you will jump and you will lose the grip. Full throttle until this corner, going even on the grass a bit. Of course, not too much, otherwise you lose the grip on the rear. And now we get into this corner. For me is one of the difficult of this track. What you need to stay, as you can see, I touch a bit in the entry the corner here, the curb here with the exit, let's say. So basically it's very important the brake here, because you don't need to brake too much, otherwise the car will go straight for the understeer and or oversteer for the rear. So just let's say 20-25% of brake to bring the car in, you know. I also do a mistake here with a bit of throttle, but sometimes I do it for balance the car, because the rear maybe is a bit too unstable. So for balance the car, I go a bit of brake and throttle, but don't do it. It's never good. Completely on the curb here, if you can anticipate this, so you can go full throttle. And yeah, I use a bit too much exit here because then it's difficult for you to do this chicane, very fast chicane. So I will tell you to stay a bit more on the right here, not too much of course, because you need to go wide on the exit to use all the speed, but not like I did, a bit less if you can. The chicane, what I tell you, full throttle. It's full throttle. If you can catch a bit of grass, not too much. As I tell you before, you can lose the grip. Also here, jump. Remember to not jump too much, because if you jump, for example, the center of the car, if you put the center of the car here on the curb, you will jump too much and you will lose all the speed on the exit. Of course, full throttle until the next corner. Also here we brake more or less 400. So it's easy point to get. Very important here to bring a lot of speed, but like I said before, don't touch too much the curb, otherwise you will jump and lose the rear. Also here, don't go too much on the right, like this for example, it's fine. I didn't go too much on the right. So you can have a very good entry in this fast section of S, you see. As you can see, I am basically touching the grass a little bit, not too much, you will lose grip otherwise. Basically this gives me the good rotation. You see also here, just a bit, it's literally like this, so yeah. Okay, this corner is very important to cut on the curb like I'm doing, like this. It's very tricky because if you cut a little bit too much, it slows down and you will lose a lot of time. But it's very important you cut the corner on the limit of the slowdown, and then you go full throttle to use all the exit here. You need really to almost catch the grass here, so you can bring as much speed as possible. Here you can stay all inside, touching the curb. I will say when this part starts, so when you see the concrete here, you can go wide, because then you need to do a good line to do the next corner. Brake point a bit before 300. What is important here? Important to don't miss the brake. So it's easy to bring a lot of speed in this corner, but it's easy also going wide. And if you're going wide in this corner, you lose all the basically last sector. So important is to not miss the apex. Just a bit of curb, you can touch it, not too much. Exit really like this is the maximum, not going too much on the left, otherwise it's very difficult to make the next corner. And also here, very important, the brake. So having a balanced car, it's very important to have a good enter, but you need to brake 20-25% to set the car, you know, to on the front to enter, but don't lose it on the rear. How you can see, cutting the curb totally. Don't go on the grass here, because you will lose the rear, the grip. So never touch the grass. Maximum is this part of curb, but use all the curb. And here also on the exit, if you can, don't go too wide, because then you will lose all the momentum for the next corner. Try to go a bit on the center of the track, and then go all over the curve to exit and having the best traction ever. And then the lap is finished. So I hope you enjoyed the lap, you learned something. I think Indy is one of the easy track, but also tricky for some part of the track, especially in the braking. So yeah, in the 6 hour we will not expect rain, so we will be basically a dry race. And yeah, so I hope you could learn something from this. If you need some information, you want the setup, you want to join the Discord and everything, all the information are down in the description. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe the channel. Bye bye.